The 2025 West Virginia football season is fastly approaching. Before the season kicks off, I put together a wish list of things that all Mountaineer fans want to see from the Mountaineers this upcoming season. The first thing that all Mountaineer fans want to see is packed stadiums. If you look at the clip that's beside me, it's the West Virginia LSU game from 2011. That game was absolutely insane. I've never seen Mountaineer Field buzz like that since I've been following the team. This was my first year there. It was my freshman season there, and it was just an amazing environment. Of course, that didn't last long because Morris Claiborne returned the kick after that, but it just goes to show you what Mountaineer Field can look like when the place is buzzing and there is something to watch that gets the team and the fans pumped up about. Now, last year, I think West Virginia missed a good opportunity with the Penn State game. Pat McAfee show was there the day before. It was a packed crowd striped the stadium, and we missed a great opportunity to showcase what Mountaineer football can look like at a packed Milan Postcar Stadium. I think that West Virginia fans, the number one thing that we would want to see is a stadium environment like this all the time. So it's going to take fans showing up each and every game. It's going to take the student section to get there and stay en route the entire time. West Virginia football needs to look like this on a more consistent basis if we are going to get to where we need to be. So this next one is something that's been picking up a lot of steam lately on social media. Fans want the glossy helmet back, and I can't blame them. The helmet looks clean. It reminds you of good times for West Virginia football when Pat White was there and Geno Smith and Tavon and guys like that. And it was just a nice look. I love the glossy helmet, and I think Ren Baker is someone who he gives the fans what they want. A lot of people were calling for a black uniform for a long time, and he gave it to us. So I don't think this is out of a realm of possibilities. I think it's something that could happen. If it did, I think social media among West Virginia fans would absolutely blow up. So I'm all for the glossy helmet returning, and I know Mountaineer fans would be excited about that too. So this next one is something that really occurred a lot last year. If you remember, there was a major weather delay in the Penn State West Virginia game, which took the wind out of the sails for the Mountaineer fans. I know it was about 20-6. Penn State scored before the end of the half, so that kind of had something to do with people not staying. But once the weather happened, a lot of people bailed. Seeing the score and knowing that Penn State had the ball at half, the writing was kind of on the wall. So you had a great crowd that ultimately left because of the weather. And then just a few weeks later against the Kansas Jayhawks, a similar thing happened in the second half of that game where a weather delay happened and Mountaineer fans missed a great comeback. West Virginia was down by double-digit score late in that game and ended up pulling it out, and it was one of the more better wins in the Neil Brown era, and more than half the stadium wasn't there for it. So if there's one thing that Mountaineer fans don't want to see this year is weather delays. They want to go to the game in a comfortable environment, stay there the entire time, and then go home. This one here is a big one. So in the Neil Brown era, there wasn't too many signature wins. Some would say there was none at all. Now, you beat your rival, you beat Virginia Tech, you beat Pitt. I could consider that a signature win, but as far as a program building win that moves the needle, we didn't really have any. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we're missing right now with the West Virginia Mountaineers. We have not had a win over a quality opponent in a long time. And that's the hard truth. We haven't. So in this new Rich Rod era 2.0, we want to see glimmers of hope. We want to see the program heading in the right direction. Even if the record's not amazing this year, even if we're not at the top of the Big 12, we want to have our glimmer of hope. Is there a team this year that is going to be a major favorite or ranked in the top 15 that we can knock off, that we can look at this era of West Virginia football and say, okay, we're coming. Based on this win here, you can see the writing on the wall. You can see that the West Virginia Mountaineers are coming back. So in order to do that, you need to be quality opponents. So we as a fan base are so thirsty for a quality win. So this one here is something that is extremely frustrating to West Virginia fans. We are one of 3 Power 5 programs that have not been ranked in the AP Top 25 poll since 2019. You're talking before COVID, before NIL, before the transfer portal. We have not made the top 25. Neil Brown's team 2 years ago became really close to that, but they ultimately weren't ranked. And then going into the season, they weren't ranked and they didn't deserve a ranking the way they played last year. We need to get back in the top 25. If people are going to start thinking more favorably of West Virginia, they want to see a number next to the name. So we like to pound our chest about being the 15th most winning football program, but it's what have you done for me lately? And as of the last 6 years, we haven't done much to say anything. Being in this conversation with these teams is a little embarrassing, and we need to find a way to get back in the rankings more consistently so that we can start feeling more proud of our program and the West Virginia Mountaineers. So the last thing I have on my checklist is just being respected again. I think as West Virginia fans, especially me, I live in New Jersey, so there's a lot of different fan bases around here: Penn State, Rutgers, Notre Dame, and it always seems like no one's taking West Virginia seriously. It seems like we're an afterthought, and quite frankly, I can't blame people for thinking that way. We haven't done much on the football field in the last 6 years to warrant people's attention. So, as a West Virginia fan, we want to feel proud again. We want to see the West Virginia logo and say, "That's my team, and I'm proud the way they play." With this new era, we just want to be respected from people around the country. We want people to say, "Man, West Virginia, they're on the rise. They're a team that you have to watch on Saturdays." And if we can just do the things that I highlighted in the video, pack the stadium, get signature wins, be ranked again, then the respect is going to come. So, in order to do this, you need to lay out all those things and do those things. And I think with this coach, we are on the right track to do that. Thank you for watching the video. If you like West Virginia football and want more content, please like and subscribe.